Steve, thanks for joining us today. How many palm trees are there in the city of Cape Coral?
A lot of them.
More specifically,
I would say thousands.
more specifically.
It's a ton of palm
If you're
trees.
going to be a mayor, you should really know this information.
I will be a mayor that once you get through all the multiple barriers and finally get to me, I will change your life.
So you'll be like the Jesus of politics.
So, you could, hone it down to that, but I mean, I wouldn't want to contain it that way, because really,
So we can quote you as saying you're the Jesus of politics.
well, I like Clooney better.
Clooney of politics.
I'm the Clooney of politics.
Okay. First of all, we wanted to ask you in 3.5 words, tell us a little about Daryl the person.
3.5
3.5
words.
words.
Whoa.
Pick wisely.
Motivated, caring, and good father.
Okay. Used up a little more, but that's okay. I'll let you get away with it. People want to know, who is Jenna? Best perk of being a mayor. What are you looking forward to the most if you become a mayor?
I don't know if there's any perks to this job.
Then why are you running for the mayor seat?
To do the right thing, to get the city on track. That's all. Just to
How
get.
about as mayor? Let's say you get elected. Suggesting that you get your own theme music
We could do that. We could do that.
and maybe preferred parking spaces everywhere you go.
I think you'd get preferred. I would hope
Do
you
you?
get preferred parking spots.
So do you
somewhere.
get like a magnet on your car that says you're the mayor?
No, I don't want the magnet on the car, but I
Well, how are
want
they
the
gonna know,
sign.
how are they gonna know you're the mayor?
I don't want them to know I'm the mayor. I
Well,
want
how do
to
you get the preferred parking spot?
And when you get up there, they know what your plate number is, so you know you can
Oh,
park
I
and put the
see.
sign there.
Very
parking for the
strategic.
mayor, yeah.
But I would put signs all over my car so everybody knows.
I kind of like to lay low. That's what been my.
The paparazzi is a problem with the
You
mayors.
never know.
As you may or may not know, Fort Myers gets relatively hot in the summertime. As mayor,
Yeah.
what is your plan to combat the heat and the humidity and prevent our hair from getting frizzy?
What we have done in the city is we have air conditioned 100% of the city limits. This is an encouragement for people to move here because they can stay cool in the city. If you live in the county, you can't get any air conditioning outside.
So you're envisioning a bubble over
Yeah.
the city, and it's going to be...
It's
okay.
a force field.
No, really, but let's get serious. As our mayor, what are the first issues you'll be addressing? And if you were a superhero, what would your name be and your superpower?
Bridgeman.
Bridgeman.
There you go.
So pretty much congested, constantly can't get through man.
No, just bridging barriers.
Oh,
man.
I see. I thought you were talking about Cape Coral Bridge and Midpoint Bridge.
That's pretty bad. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Depending on the time of day you go.
Now I know you strongly support the Green Movement.
Oh, yeah.
How do you feel about Burgundy Red?
Burgundy red.
Yeah, what is your stance on Burgundy Red?
The color? We like it. It's the color of
Do you-
Muhammad.
So you do like it?
Yes.
So do you support it as much as you support the green, or a
I would
little
have
less?
to say yes.
It's 1 p.m. on Thursday, September 10th. At this exact moment, how many Bob's barricades are there located throughout the city of Fort Myers?
There are approximately.
We need the exact number, unfortunately.
Well, give me a moment to calculate that. There are 0 because I have them all removed for the primary so people could get to the polls faster.
Sing me the first 2 lines of the Cape Coral Anthem. I'll get you started.
I don't have one.
Although there is one.
Is it really?
There is. You want me to get you started?
Go ahead. I gotta hear this.
We built this city And you finished the
The Cape Coral anthem.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna make this one.
No, it's a real
real
anthem. And you should know if you're running, but who am I to tell you? But we built this city,
From swampland and mud.
almost, the last part we were looking for canals.
Canals.
Yes. But now I'm sure like all the other mayoral candidates, you had the tour of the fort, after which the Fort Myers was named. Can you tell us what left you with the greatest impression of the fort?
There is no fort.
There is.
Okay. Well, then I don't know where it's at.
You know, I know the big day's coming,
Mm-hmm.
and you're probably like all the other candidates are anxious about it. And of course, I'm talking about the miniature golf tournament that's coming up on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And just want to get an idea from you. How are you preparing, and what is your strategy for beating out the other candidates on the golf course?
What we're trying to find out is what their weaknesses are for that, and that way.
Do you have spies out there and
Definitely
spying on
spies
their
out there.
games and
Spying on their games because they're all practicing because they need it
right?
to compete with me. They're all fearful, so we're
So you're
watching.
saying you're an amazing athlete. That's what
I'm
you're
the
saying.
best. Yeah. Well, have you seen these guys yet?
What color ball are you planning on going with?
I'm gonna go with the fluorescent orange ball.
Fluorescent orange.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go. It's gonna throw them off. They're gonna be distracted by looking at it.
Mhm.
I mean, they're gonna go with the traditional ball, and it's
Right.
they're not used to change, so this will throw them off.
Oh, I see. And the big day is coming. It's very close, and we just wanted to know how you're dealing with the pressure. I'm referring to the tournament that's coming up. It's a pivotal point in the election, and I guess it will determine really who wins this election. So I wanted to know, how are you preparing for the tournament that is happening tomorrow, the miniature golf tournament?
Well, I have been working on my golf game because as a elected politician for 9 years, I've played golf every elected day of my life. And I am good.
It's part of the
golfer.
job.
It's part of the job.
Yeah.
It's an expense too.
Mhm.
I get to write it off. But
Taxpayers again.
especially, yes, you're very good. And so there is no doubt in my mind that having played golf every day of my elected life on taxpayer money, that I'm going to walk in there on this day and I'm going to walk among them, and I will take that tournament.
Well, sir, we expect you to, and especially if we paid for it, you know?
You would be
You
disappointed.
make us proud,
I make you
or
proud.
else we will need our money back.
Well said. And see, that's what I like about you. You understand that.
I do. I feel like we invested in you, so I want a little bit of return.
You're going to get the highest return on investment you've ever known in your life.
And what color ball are you planning on using tomorrow? What is the strategy? Have you met with your team to discuss this, or
The campaign color is green.
green?
And
But do you feel that the green's gonna blend in with the grass?
Yeah, it might. It might, but see, that's where the gift is. I can pull it out of the grass and nobody else can.
I see. Okay. Well, listen, there's strategy behind it, and I commend you for that.
Thank you.
In conclusion, how does Jenna Persons intend on winning the mayoral miniature golf tournament this Friday? I'm sorry, I'm going to have to interrupt you. We're out of time, but I do appreciate you coming in. It was a pleasure talking to you. What is your strategy for tomorrow's very important golf tournament that you're playing against the other candidates? Are you meeting with your golf pro to practice your stroke? Are you?
Been practicing for hours this morning.
Have you? And how often do you meet with the pro?
He's 4 years old, and he's giving me some pretty good tips.
So you go for the younger trainer as opposed to the older?
My own
trainer?
son.
He's good.
Look straight, Dad. Get away.
That's good strategy. And now if you had to come up with a name on the golf course, kind of like a killer competitive name that the other candidates would be intimidated by, what would it be?
Oh man, now you just drawn a blank with me.
I'm thinking
Okay.
tiger.
Tiger.
And maybe for the second part of the name, maybe not forest, but maybe woods.
Oh.
So maybe,
You know what? I don't think that's been used yet.
I think it's original.
Maybe-
That's why I think you should go with it. What color ball are you thinking of using for tomorrow's tournament?
Blue is preferred.
Blue. Okay. So not burgundy or green.
Sometimes
So
you have
you-
to think outside of the ball.
So you're kind of contradicting what you're supporting in a way.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay. Well, listen, we're very excited to have you tomorrow, and good luck to you. And Don't tell the other candidates, but we're pretty sure you're going to win. So,
Thank you.
great meeting. We'll see you tomorrow.